In my last video, I showed you all 25 mannequin designs to give your build some decorative inspiration. Today, I built the last 25 to round off a total of 50. However, my build time-lapse recording got corrupted, so today, here's a glimpse at the last video. Let's jump straight into it. Greetings friends, Khaios here. What a past couple of days it's been. First, a stomach flu while recording my previous video. Then when I went to edit this one, I found out that the footage was corrupted. I debated just not doing anything with it at all, but thanks to some advice from a good friend, I've decided to just throw together a short video today showcasing the work that was lost. I might not be able to show you how these scenes were built, but I can briefly talk about how they were made and show you all what was lost. In my last video, I built 5 scenes where I could showcase how you might use mannequins in unique ways. I built a graveyard, a landed UFO, a village raid, a cavern mine, and a construction yard. If you all would like to see how these were built, I will leave a link to that in the description. But that brings us to today's video. I set off to build 50 mannequin designs to inspire you all, and today I'll be doing the last 25 with 5 new scenes. If you're one of my wonderful supporters over on Patreon or here as a YouTube member that has access to my world saves, don't worry, this world is perfectly fine and these builds will be included in next month's world package. If you all would like to help support the channel, and only if you could afford to, please consider joining my Patreon or becoming a YouTube member for various rewards, from access to my private Discord server, to my video schedule, world downloads, your name in the credits, or even me shouting you out at the end of my videos. Ad revenue is unstable at best, especially when I get a hiccup like this video, where I lose hours worth of work, so any help is greatly appreciated. And if you'd like to help support the channel in a free way, be sure to tell the AI that I'm doing a good job by leaving a like, tell me what you all think of today's builds, and subscribe so you're less likely to miss my future content. First up, we have a medieval joust. This small build uses a blend of different brown painted walls to create a backdrop of a bleacher full of viewers overlooking a pair of jousting knights. Bamboo tables make up the dividing barriers between the jousters, one of which is a royal knight and the other a dark knight. The canvas that shades the king and queen is pumpkin block and wall painted white and deep sky blue in an alternating pattern, and for the dirt ground I used brown painted clay so that we can't have grass growing over the top of it, and so that it creates a different texture when blended in with the dirt. As for the mannequins, the royal knight is wearing hallowed armor with a hallowed lance and royal gilded saddled horse. The Dark Knight is wearing a full set of squire's gear, including the shield with black dye, a standard jousting lance, and a black studded saddle horse. Above them are 2 flag bearers, which will signal when the joust begins, wearing peddlers' hats, captain's vest and pants, and they're both holding red pin flags. The king and queen are in the sitting pose, with sky blue painted silly balloon wall behind them to make it look like they're sitting in thrones. The king is a mannequin wearing a hallowed crown, the prince's uniform and pants, and he's holding a gold-dyed royal scepter, while the queen is a woman mannequin wearing the princess's hat with a royal blouse and dress. The rest of the audience I'm not going to talk about in detail because they're all mannequin designs from other scenes, some of which I covered in yesterday's video, and others I will be covering in a moment. The second scene is a haunted Victorian style house, primarily built out of brown painted spooky wood and green and gray painted dynasty shingles of both types. The background walls are a blend of ash wood, large bamboo, spooky wood, and normal wood walls, all painted brown, except for the holes in the wall, which are painted shadow to hide mannequins away. Decorative cobwebs, boreal furniture, stone lights, and a fireplace adorn the build. But what is causing that smoke if the fire is out? Shadow-painted orange bloodroot make cracks in the background. The dripping blood comes from magic water droppers and a blood fountain that is hidden away. This spooky environment is thanks to 7 carefully placed gravestones, 6 of which are off-screen, placed in such a way that the graveyard is only triggered while you're standing within the scene. For the 5 mannequins in this build, I have 2 custom gargoyles at the top of the house, using gray painted mannequins in the sitting pose, wearing Red's helmet, fossil plate, spider greaves, and food barbarian's wings, all with silver dye. The shadow being on the top floor is a mannequin painted shadow wearing the Beheader's head, Jin's curse, and Berserker's glove, all dyed shadow as well, and the base of it is echo-coated. The last three mannequins are downstairs. The floating eye is wearing shadow-dyed enchanted pixie dust, and it's holding a Deerclops eyeball. Same goes for the one on the right, which instead of carrying a Deerclops eye is instead carrying a Boulder. The pixies are hidden within the holes in the wall. The ghost itself is a mannequin in the jump pose with an echo-coated base, wearing a ghost mask and shirt, Jin's curse, and Titan gloves, all of which are colored with Martian dye. The third scene is a lot more peaceful, with a concert in the park. Purple rain wallpaper, forbidden platform, palmwood fence, rich mahogany fence, and Easter block, all of which are painted gray, make up the performance stage, with white painted silly purple balloon to make up the lights, along with 2 hanging disco balls. Lunar Boss music and a drum set make up the stage decoration, while some trash cans, Christmas trees, lampposts, a Love is in the Trash slot painting, an Easter workbench, and a plate with a burger decorate the rest of the park. The picnic blanket is made from red and white painted hardened sand wall. The dog stealing a slice of pizza from the picnic goer is a mannequin in the run pose wearing Lilith's necklace, and it's holding a slice of pizza. Next is a woman mannequin in a garland and Martian-dyed lilac sundress with a regeneration band, and she's holding a milkshake. Next to her is a mannequin recording the concert on his smartphone, equipped with Jim's cap, Rainbow's hoodie, the clothier's pants, and he's holding a cell phone. On stage are the 2 performers. The mannequin is in a jump pose, wearing a buccaneer's bandana, sailor's shirt, and gentleman's trousers, while carrying the guitar named Ivy. The woman mannequin is wearing fox ears, Ghost Star's garb in red dye, and pink maid shoes, while holding the Snake Charmer's flute. Fun fact about the flute, it produces the same music particles that the music boxes do. And to my knowledge, that's the only item equipable on a mannequin that does. The fourth scene is a gladiator battle against monsters that inhabit the ruined coliseum. Marble block, wall, column, and decorations from the rubble maker make up the structure, with living leaf acting as moss overgrowing it. The mannequin on the top right is the commander holding up the head of Medusa, his trophy. It is equipped with a gladiator helmet as well as the monk's shirt, pants, and belt. Across from him is his companion jumping in celebration, wearing a full set of gladiator gear. Below them is their fellow gladiator, also wearing a full set of that gear, riding a basilisk mount from the ancient horn, and he's holding a spear pointed at one of the 2 creatures. This bone creature is made from a timeless traveler's hood, mummy shirt and pants, a bone glove, and it's swinging a bone wand. Behind the mounted gladiator is a custom minotaur, which is a mannequin in the jump pose wearing Will's helmet, a wolf shirt, and wolf pants, both of which are dyed black. Lastly, we have a fantasy shop. This small build is done with gray painted green brick, palladium column, ebonstone brick, stone slab, and stone accent slab, with some wood segments made out of living wood and ash wood. The walls are green tiled, blue slab, wrought iron, ebonstone brick, wood, ash wood, and librarian wall. The door is a green dungeon door painted gray. For furniture, I used steampunk, a bar, stone lantern and lamp, spike chandelier, and a sign at the front of the shop made with the librarian chandelier. The mannequin on the left is a customer paying for a flask. He's wearing an angler hat, fallen tuxedo shirt, treasure hunter's pants, and he's carrying vial powder, which I try to make look like a coin purse. The shopkeeper mannequin is wearing a magic hat, shinobi infiltrator's torso, and pirate pants while carrying the item flask. Just to the right of him is his pet bat, which is pulled off with a mannequin on a shelf wearing an amulet of night and holding a nebula arcanum, which is what creates the spinning orb that's resting on the bookcase. To the right of that is a sword display stand that has a fairy perched on top of the hilt of the sword. In actuality, it's a mannequin wearing enchanted pixie dust, and it's holding a gladius, which is pointed downwards towards the workbench and steampunk platforms. Lastly, we have the assistant, who is retrieving a book from the shelves above. He is wearing a full set of apprentice armor, writing a dark mage's tome, and he's carrying the cursed flames. And that's all of them. 50 mannequins in 10 different scenes. I'm sorry I couldn't give you all a time lapse of the second half of the builds, but I hope you all enjoyed this video regardless. If you did, and you would like to help support the channel, please consider checking out my Patreon or becoming a YouTube member for various rewards. Or you can leave a tip in the digital coin jar by hitting the thanks button below the video. And of course, I greatly appreciate anybody who helps support what I do for free by leaving likes, comments, and don't forget to check that you're subscribed to help tell YouTube that I'm doing a good job. A special thanks to my biggest supporters for the month, Kasu, Slathazar Porb, and Pombo. And be sure to check out my channel artist, MythicalWater, linked in the description below. Thank you all very much for watching. Be back soon with a new video. Happy building.